Hi students, now we are discussing the chapter metals and non-metals, and in our previous class we discussed up to amphoteric oxides. Today we are going to start with the reaction of metals with water. The metal will react with water, or when one metal reacts with water it produces metal oxide and hydrogen gas. When one metal oxide reacts with water it produces metal hydroxide. Metal plus water gives metal oxide plus hydrogen gas, and metal oxide plus water gives metal hydroxide. Reaction of metals with water. Here we discussed that metals will react with water to produce metal oxide plus hydrogen, and metal oxide plus water gives metal hydroxide. Here we can see that sodium, potassium and calcium, these three react with cold water, and magnesium react with hot water. Aluminium, iron and zinc react with steam. Calcium and magnesium float in water, that is float on the surface of water, that is these metals will react with the water and it releases hydrogen gas. These hydrogen gas bubbles stick to their surface, stick to that metal's surface, that's why they float. Lead, copper, gold and silver, they do not react with water or no reaction with water. Lead, copper, gold and silver, no reaction with water. Here you can see the equations. 2Na plus 2H2O gives 2NaOH, or sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen plus heat energy is released. Like that, calcium, when it reacts with water it produces calcium hydroxide plus hydrogen, and magnesium plus water molecule, that gives magnesium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Like that, aluminium plus water, it gives aluminium oxide plus hydrogen. Like that, iron will react with water to produce oxide of the respective oxide, that we can call it as ferrosoferric oxide, because in it iron exists in both +2 and +3 oxidation state. That's why we can call it as Fe3O4, we can call it as ferrosoferric oxide, or we can simply call it as iron oxide. Next is reaction of metals with acids. Now we learned the reaction of metals with air, reaction of metals with water, and next we are going to discuss about reaction of metals with acids. Metals normally, some metals react with dilute acid and it produces salt and hydrogen gas. For example, copper, silver and mercury. Copper, silver and mercury, they do not react with dilute acids. Here you can see the equations. That is Fe, iron, when it reacts with the hydrochloric acid, Fe plus 2HCl gives FeCl2 plus H2, and Mg plus 2HCl gives MgCl2 plus H2, and Zn plus 2HCl gives ZnCl2 plus H2. 2Al plus 6HCl gives 2AlCl3 plus 3H2. Here in all these cases you can see that metal, it reacts with hydrochloric acid and it is producing the respective chloride. Respective salt is produced. Here in the first case, iron, it reacts with hydrochloric acid and it produces ferrous chloride. And the second case, magnesium chloride is produced, and the third one, zinc chloride, and the last one, the fourth case, aluminium chloride is produced, and along with that hydrogen gas is released. That is, metal plus dilute acid gives salt plus hydrogen. And we learned that copper, silver and mercury, they do not react with dilute acids. Next is reaction of metals with solutions of other metal salts. when metal A reacts with salt to solution of B, the products are salt to solution of A plus metal B. As you know that reactive metals can displace less reactive metals from their compounds in solution form. That reaction we learned it earlier, that is called displacement reaction. Here we are discussing about the same thing. Iron plus copper sulfate gives iron sulfate plus copper. Here iron is more reactive than copper, that's why it can displace copper from its solution. That's why iron, when it reacts with copper sulfate, it forms or it gives iron sulfate plus copper. Iron sulfate is also called ferrous sulfate plus copper. Okay, this is simply the displacement reaction, that is reactive metals can or more reactive metals can displace less reactive metals from their compounds in solution form. The questions are, hope you understood the concept. Now try to solve these questions or try to answer. Differentiate between metal and non-metal on the basis of their chemical properties. Second question, why magnesium ribbon starts floating in hot water? Okay. Next is reactivity series. The reactivity series is a list of metals arranged in the order of their decreasing activities. The reactivity series is a list of metals arranged in the order of their decreasing activities. Here you can see that at the top most reactive metal is there, and at the bottom part least reactive metal is there. Okay, here you can see that first one is potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver and gold. Here you can see that in this the most reactive one is potassium and the least reactive one is gold. Okay, here. Okay, this is called reactivity series. What is reactivity series? The reactivity series is a list of metals arranged in the order of their decreasing activities. Okay, here in this you can see that potassium is most reactive and gold is least reactive. And here you can see that zinc is more reactive than iron, lead, copper, etc. Like that. We can see which one is more reactive, which metal is more reactive than the other. We can find it out from this reactivity series, from this list.